Hello there and welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how you can protect sensitive information in your Ansible playbooks. So there might come a time in your career and you are using Ansible to create playbooks which let's say create configuration files that hold passwords. You want to run scripts that require sensitive information, and Ansible has basically two facilities to provide you with that. The first one is the no-log feature, and let me show you how you can use that. So vi test no-log.yaml, and we are going to use the hosts from my CentOS group. We will not gather facts because that is not necessary for this video, but we will create a task that, let's say, echo sensitive information. We will use the command module, and we will just simply echo the content of the sensitive variable, and that's kind of all. But what we also might want to do when we run this Ansible playbook is to add this extra variable sensitive, which is going to be super secret, and increase the verbosity. So now, as you can see, it echoed what we passed as that variable. If we want to hide that information from the console output, we just simply need to specify the no-log variable. And once we rerun this playbook, you can see that this was censored out. So output has been hidden due to the fact that no-log true was specified. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is the ansible-vault. So with ansible-vault we can let's first create our secret.yaml, and here what we would like to do is to create a file, and that file is going to contain the username and password that is required by an imaginary application. So let's create a task, and the first task is to create the file or config. We will use the file module, and the path for that file is going to be under the temp secret.conf. The owner is going to be Ansible, the group is going to be Ansible, the state is going to be touch. So if you specify the state as touch, it is going to create a file if it doesn't exist. If not, it is just going to update the timestamp that you would update if you use the touch command. So the next one is to fill the sensitive information, and we will do it by the line in file module, and the path is the temp secret.conf, and the line that we want to be present is the following: user colon pass colon, and the state present. Now we can either specify this on runtime with the -e, or we can specify it here as a variable. So user repurpy, and the pass is going to be start exclamation mark 1 2 3. Now when we run this playbook, we should have that file and the appropriate content. So let's test it. Ansible-m command CentOS-a cat temp secret.conf, and we should see the username and the password that we have echoed into that file. Now, let's say we want to protect this playbook from anyone reading it, unless that someone knows the password. We can use the vault for that. So ansible-vault encrypt test secret YAML, and we will specify the start exclamation mark 1 2 3 start exclamation mark 1 2 3, and it says that the encryption was successful. So let's see the content of the test secret YAML. As you can see, this makes not much sense unless you know the password for it. So when we would like to edit this playbook, we can use the Ansible-vault, and we pass the edit argument, we insert the password, and here we are, we can edit the playbook. Now let's say we would like to run this playbook, and for that we cannot simply issue this command because it doesn't know the secret that is associated with that playbook. The first option is to use the ask vault pass, and now if we insert the password, you can see that the playbook starts running. This is nice and good so far, but we may want to reduce the need to, or the number of times that we need to enter the password. And for that, what I found to be, let's say, kind of easy to do is to create the file which holds this password. And Ansible has an environment variable which is called ansible-vault password file, and the content of this variable should point to a file which has our password. So let's create it. etc ansible and vault password, and here I would like to insert the password that is associated with my vault, and I would also like to, let's say, increase the security of this. So I change the permissions to 400, because that will mean that only the Ansible user is going to have read permissions to that file. So that's one way. And the other thing that I want to do is to export the Ansible-vault password file, and this file variable should point to this file. And now, if everything is working correctly, I can run this playbook without the ask vault pass. And it seems to be working. So the second thing that you might also notice is when I would like to edit this test secret YAML, it is not going to ask for the password because that is read from the environment variable. And the last thing that we may want to do is to echo this to our bash profile. So bash profile and echo. And now when I relog in to this machine, I can just simply say that I would like to run this test secret YAML, and I do not need to export that variable or source the bash profile because that is loaded or executed when you are logging in with an interactive session. And technically this was all I wanted to show you in this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thank you.